Hello everyone, I think we should be live on the page. Let me know if you can see me, send me some likes across the screen, let me know if you're watching. I've got my laptop set up, hopefully with the live stream on, so I'll be able to answer any of your questions as we go, as we start revealing the brand new Stamps by Chloe collection, which is so exciting. So we've got brand new products from the Chloe's Creative Cards range that are launching on the website this evening, which is very, very exciting. I can see that lots of you are joining me already, so I'm just going to give you all a little bit longer just to kind of all find the stream and everybody to join. So it's going to be a really exciting Facebook Live tonight. We've got lots of new products to show you. I've got loads of finished samples to talk you through as well. And yeah, really exciting. We've got some exciting new stuff coming. We've got new paper pads, we've got new dies, we've got new stamps as well. And even better, you can pre-order them all now on the Chloe's Creative Cards website. So if you hop over to chloescreativecards.co.uk, all of the new products are live on there. Okay, so I can see that lots of you have joined us now, so I'm going to start and give you a little peek at what we've got that's brand new. So we have got amazing new stamp and die sets. Actually, I'm wondering if I do it on this camera, it might be a little bit better. There we go. So we've got our fabulous new Happy Birthday stamp and die set, which is gorgeous. And look at the new packaging. Hasn't Ross done an amazing job on this? It is so luxurious. When you get this home and you feel how lovely the card is, it's just fabulous. So we've got gold foiling on the top of all the packaging as well on the stamps and dies, and they are so pretty. Then when you turn these round and open them up, you have got your fabulous little stamp contained inside. So this one's the Happy Birthday stamp. You then get 3 dies contained within this set. So you've got your outline, your shadow and your actual Happy Birthday. So you can layer these up in different ways. And when I start to show you some of the finished samples, that will all start to come together. Okay, so that's that one. The next one that we've got in the stamps and dies is gorgeous. So this one is the Clematis Flower, and it is absolutely stunning. So if I bring that one in, you can see that design there. You've got those beautiful floral images that are going to be so useful. But then if I bring in a finished card, you can just see how that translates perfectly on your finished projects. They are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so this is the Clematis Stamp and Die, and I'm going to explain a little bit about these to you, because with our brand new flower stamps and dies, we've done something a little bit different. So what we've done is we've put a little I'm going to show you. So again, this is the lovely new packaging. Got your fabulous dies all in a little card, and it's got all the details for all of our social media and where to find us on the back as well. And then we've got our fabulous flowers too. Okay, so they all come contained within the new cardboard pouch, which is just beautiful. But then what we've done, if I bring these in really close, is we've got a little notch in the top of the flower dies. Can you see that if I bring it in really close? Okay, then on the top of the photo polymer, you've got a little notch on the top. And what that means is when you're stamping these up, it's going to make it so easy, because you're just going to place your stamp down on your card, make sure that little notch is facing upwards, pop your die over the top so the notches match up, and they are going to marry up perfectly. I'm hopefully going to demonstrate that and show you this one. So that's the fabulous Clematis Flower. The next one is equally as gorgeous. It is the Rosemale Flower, which is stunning, and this looks amazing made up. Let me just grab a card in to show you. Look at that. Isn't it fabulous? You can make such amazing 3D flowers with these stamps and dies. They are fabulous. And these ones are exactly the same. So they've got those little notches in to make it super easy to line up. So again, within this one, you've got the 3 stamps and you've got the 3 dies. So that is your beautiful Rosemale stamp and die set. We have then got, now you all loved our Flower Burst stencil when we brought this out last year, and I just thought it would make an amazing stamp set, which is fabulous. So we've brought out the Flower Burst elements, and what this means is we've basically done lots of individual little Flower Burst stamps. So what you can then do is you can go in and you can stamp the Flower Burst to create your own beautiful background. So I'm sure this stamp is going to be so popular. Really pretty image. We have also got some brand new foliage, which is beautiful too. So this is the spring foliage. So maybe if you're waiting for the fabulous foliage to come back into stock, this would be an amazing alternative to that one. So you've got all of the lovely new designs on here. We've got the swirls, we've got the leaves, we've got the little berries as well that are going to translate fabulously onto your finished project. So if you were going for any of the floral designs, I would definitely be adding this one in your basket, because it is going to be one of those stamps that lives on your desk. It's so, so useful and so pretty. And again, it can be used all year round as well. Okay then. The next one that we've got is the beautiful happy birthday sentiments. So these are like little verses, and they are all little circle sentiments too. So these are like a negative stamp. So what that means is where it's black, if you're embossing it in silver, that's where your silver would be. So your happy birthday would be like a resist, so it would show the card from underneath. So again, really pretty designs and nice little sentiments as well. These are great for all different sizes of projects. So I'm going to show you some of those on the finished samples too. Next up, these are incredible. Okay, I absolutely love these brand new background stamps. They are just amazing. So this one is the star drop background, and you can see these are a really nice large DL size stamp. Now if you're going for these on the website, I would definitely be adding in one of the extra large Stamp and Stash blocks, because these stamps are really big but they're going to fit on there perfectly. And what these are is they are background stamps, but you can keep lining them up to create a full background. So they are fabulous. Again, I'll show you these on the finished samples, but they just look incredible. And embossed, look at all the detail that you've got in here. They are just beautiful. But if you're doing your 8x8 projects, these are a great size for creating a full background paper with these. Or if you're doing 6x6s, they've been scaled so they work equally as well on all different sizes. We've then got this one that's the geometric background, and you know what, it looks quite plain in the packaging, but when you see this on a finished project, oh my word, it looks incredible. Stamped and embossed, you can add your little jewels onto the corners of the joins. It just looks amazing. And then the next one, I think this one's going to be really popular. This is the flower burst background. So again, it's that beautiful flower burst design, and you can see how you've got all of that detail in there. But imagine, right, putting a little crystal in the middle of those flower bursts. It's just crying out for it, isn't it? It's going to look incredible. Okay, so they are all of the brand new stamps and dies, which are just amazing. Not only have we got those, we have got this awesome 8x8 paper pad. It is absolutely delicious. So this is full of all different watercolor effect papers. So these are totally smooth, okay? They are perfect for stamping on, and you've got 48 double-sided sheets in here. They make beautiful, beautiful flowers, and they're great for background. You can do all sorts with these. They are absolutely beautiful. So this is the new paper pad, and this one's called Watercolor Washes. Okay, so I've given you a little sneak preview of all the products. So you can hop over to chloescreativecards.co.uk and you can pre-order these products today. Now there is a little bit of an extended dispatch date on these. So these products were originally meant to launch at the end of April. That date's been pushed back a little bit because, like, in the current situation we're in, we've experienced some shipping delays and the products getting to us. So we're unpacking them up now. So these are on extended delivery. So you can pre-order them today and they will be dispatched to you from the 11th of May. Obviously, if we can get them dispatched to you any sooner, we will. But at the moment, we've put the date of the 11th of May on there. And as well, with this collection, because of the current situation that we're kind of in, and it's a little bit difficult at the moment, we haven't been able to bring in the full amount of stock that we ordered of these products. So we have got a small quantity that we've made available straight away, because we had this launch planned in, and unfortunately it has been pushed back a little bit, but we knew that you were all waiting for the brand new products. So we've popped them all on the website, and you can pre-order them today. Now this amount of stock, we will be getting more of these back in, but this is the first amount of stock that we've got. So if you get one of these from the first batch, you'll be the first to get your hands on these. Now I know on the live feed that we've got quite a few asking about shipping to the USA. So we will be shipping to the USA as soon as we actually are able to do that. At the moment, because of the international shipping restrictions that are kind of in place and things like that, and the delays that are in the system, we've suspended US deliveries and international deliveries. But if you would like to email us with the items that you would like to order, we'll reserve those for you. We won't charge you for them, we'll reserve them and keep them for you. And then when we're ready to ship back out to the USA, we'll send you an invoice and you can order them and pay for them then, and then we'll get them shipped out to you. Hopefully it won't be too much longer, but unfortunately it's very much a situation that's beyond my control. I am so pleased to hear that you are all loving the brand new stamps and dies. They are incredible. We've been working so hard on all these behind the scenes. So yes, it's very, very exciting. Do you want to see some finished sample cards though? So basically this launch, I haven't explained this bit either yet. You can tell I'm excited, I'm just getting carried away. So this launch is going to be a little bit different to the launches that we've done previously, because these products these won't be going on to Create and Craft at the moment. So I haven't actually got any shows planned in because I'm not able to travel at the moment. So we've launched them all on the website first, but obviously we were very aware that we wanted to bring the inspiration to you as well. So what we've done is we've designed some YouTube videos. So I've been filming these for the past couple of weeks, and these are full card projects. So there'll be one going up every day on Facebook for the next week where we'll be providing you with inspiration. They're all up on the YouTube channel now if you want to hop over and have a look early, but they will be starting to go up on Facebook, and the full instructions will be going up on the blog over the next week. Glynos has done some amazing projects and she's written them up for the blog as well, so we've got those projects as written instructions. So when you get these home, you are going to be able to open them up and craft straight away. We're just going to inspire you so much with this range, and it is such a beautiful range. We just couldn't hold on to it any longer. I just wanted to launch it and share it with you because I was so excited. So you can hop over onto the website and pre-order these, and I've got some little graphics because what we've done is this is a special launch and it's a little bit different, and you know we want to keep you inspired and keep you all crafting at home. We've done some really special launch offers for these products. So we've done some bundles. We've not really done this before, but we thought we'd give it a go this time because so many of you kind of email us and ask us if we can do bundles of products. So the first bundle that we've got is this one here. So it contains literally everything, okay? And if you buy the bundle together, you're going to save 23% on the individual prices, okay? Which is amazing. If you want a smaller bundle, we've got those available too. So we've got a bundle with the background stamps and the happy birthday die, and that is just $29.99. And of course, again, you can pick all these up on the website. And we've also done a fabulous flower bundle as well. So this contains the Rosemale Flower. It also contains the Clematis Flower, the happy birthday sentiments, and the spring foliage as well. So that is a really nice universal collection that's going to be amazing to use all year round. Okay, so those are the bundles that we've put together. Of course, if you want to buy the products individually, you can do as well. It is completely up to you, but again, we put these bundles together because it's what you've been asking us for at home. So they're all on the website. Hop over there now, chloescreativecards.co.uk. If you just click on the new in page, literally I've listed everything on there. Okay, so I think we should show you some finished samples because I don't know whether you can see, but I'm actually surrounded by them. So I'm going to pop the other camera on and I'll bring them in to show you. So here we go. This is the first one, and I've actually done a YouTube for this one as well. So this tutorial, I do believe, is going up tomorrow. So this is using the Rosemale Flower, and it's also using the spring foliage in the background and the flower burst elements to create your own backing paper. Can you just see that in the background there? It looks fabulous. Okay, so this is this one. The next one, this is one of Becca's, and what she's done is she's shaped the flowers. Now I'm hoping my plan today is I might try and do a demonstration live on Facebook right now. That's what I'm hoping to do. But if I don't quite manage that, what we'll do is we'll film them and pop on YouTube later in the week for you. Okay, so this is a card that Becca's done, and you can see how she's used the Rosemale flowers, but look at the dimension on these. They look gorgeous when they're all built up. Okay, and then we've done the polka dot stencil in the background, and we've got that lovely happy birthday sentiment in the middle. Now this is one of my cards, and I loved this card as soon as I made it. This is using that Rosemale Flower Stamp and Die, but can you see how beautiful this looks for a wedding card? And can you see the detail in the geometric background stamp at the bottom? So what I've done is this is white pearl card, and I've stamped the geometric background stamp across the bottom, and then I've put little pearls to do the drawings, so you can see how it just creates a really pretty subtle background. And then these flowers, these are being stamped and embossed onto vellum and then built up, and I've actually started using proper pearls that you'd use for beading, not real pearls, the plastic, but that you'd use for beading in the middle of the flowers. It just works so well. So you can see how nicely this is all come together, and then we've got that lovely foliage in the background as well. So really pretty. Let me grab in some more. Oh my word, there are so many finished samples, but I have photographed all of these as well. So these will all be going up onto Pinterest and onto the website too. So this is another one of Becca's, and you can see how she's built this up using the teals and the yellows. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and I love how we've got the little curly pieces of paper in the background as well. Actually, I think that's Barbara's. It is Barbara's. Sorry, Barbara. So you can see how this is all lovely and built up. And then this one's one of Becca's. So she's used the lovely star drop background in the back there, and she's used the Rosemale Flowers, but layered them up completely different. So you can see how she's layered 3 different ones together here and just curled the petals. But then this one, we've built them up and created a totally different flower. And again, I've got YouTubes going up that are going to cover all of these different techniques. She's also used that lovely happy birthday die in the corner there, and you can see how beautiful that then looks. It's a really nice, delicate, detailed die. It is absolutely gorgeous. And again, you can pre-order all of these on the website today. Now this one, I'm not sure how this is going to be best to show you actually. This is one of Becca's again, and she's made an easel card. How's that looking on the camera there? That looking good? So she's built up a little wreath using the beautiful Rosemale flowers. The background's being created using our petite poker stencil, and then we've got the happy birthday sentiments on there as well. But you can see what a beautiful card that then makes. They are so, so pretty. Okay, so we're going to pop that to one side, and then we are going to pop these ones in. So this is another one here. This one's one of Barbara's. One of the flowers has just dropped off there. So you can see how Barbara's built the star drop background up just across the bottom there. But you can see how this creates a completely seamless pattern. It looks absolutely gorgeous. We've then got those Rosemale flower dies, and we've got the beautiful wishing you the most wonderful birthday sentiment as well. That's from the happy birthday sentiments. And then this is another one. Look at this card. This one is again from Barbara. This is using the Rosemale Flower, stamp in the corner, and then using the happy birthday. But you can see how well these all work together. Okay, I'm going to grab another one in because the paper pad, this beautiful paper pad, I'm going to keep going back to it because it is just divine. This paper pad is all printed in the UK. So with the current kind of COVID-19 situation, we actually this was meant to go into production, but we went into lockdown. So it's just gone back into production this week because the factory have reopened and they've implemented all the social distancing and everything. So this has just gone into production this week. So there was literally only one of these paper pads to use, and it was the sample, and it was up to me to use it. But honestly, these papers were so, so pretty, I just didn't want to cut into them. So it's nice to know that I've got another paper pad now that I can use. But they are beautiful. They're all double-sided, and I'm going to grab in a card that I made using the paper pad, and again this is going up onto YouTube, but you can see how beautifully they work. The colours are really nice and vibrant as well, so you can see how beautifully they're going to work together by mixing and matching, adding in your glitters, adding in your jewels. But again, look at how the background's being added onto here. Look at how we've got that spring foliage in behind the flowers as well, and that happy birthday die just makes it all pop. So it is so, so pretty. So I'll just pop that one there. I'm going to move some of these cards out the way, and then I can get a few more to show you. Okay, which one are you loving so far? Okay, what's your favourite? Do you like the backgrounds? Which ones are you going for? I would absolutely love to know. Okay, I'm just going to grab some more cards in because we've got loads. These are with the Rosemale still, and then I'll show you some with the Clematis. So this one was actually one of the first cards that I made when we got the samples in the shop for these. So this is using the Rosemale flower and shaping it in a little bit of a different way. Hopefully I'm going to show you this technique. Again, there's a YouTube going up showing you the technique to shape them as well. I've used the background, the geometric background. I don't know whether we'll pick that up on the camera actually. It's very subtle, because I've just used white card and then embossed it in clear just to give it a really nice subtle background. We've got the spring foliage dotted in behind as well. Obviously it just lifts your project. It's going to look stunning. And we've got this happy birthday sentiment in the middle as well. This one that I've got to show you now is a really cute one. This is one of Ruth's, and she's made an easel card. Now I have to say, this month I've had to photograph all these cards, and Ross normally does this, and he's amazing at photographing. And oh my word, the girls have really challenged me this month with the shapes of cards. They've done the easel cards and the twisted easels, but I've photographed them all to the best I could, and they'll be going up on the website and of course onto YouTube. Okay, so you can see how gorgeous that is. And again, this is using vellum on the flower as well. Doesn't that make it look really delicate and pretty? Just love that card. I think it's gorgeous. And then Becca's mixed and matched this one with some of the embossing powders that we brought out last month. So this is the Floral Sparkle. Yes, it is. These are the glittery ones, and she's used the Floral Shine on the sentiment there. But you can see how gorgeous those orange colours are, aren't they? So, so pretty. And then this one's one from Ruth. Again, using the vellum to create the flowers, using the 2 background stamps there as well. You can see how beautifully that all comes together. So I'm going to leave that little collection there for you to have a look at. And I'm going to grab in some more cards from over here. And I'm going to grab in the ones that have got the clematis on this time, because it is a beautiful, beautiful image. Okay, so I'll just move those out of the way. Try to do this so I don't show you the same cards twice. I'm running out of space. I'll pop these ones down here. Okay, so the next one, this, isn't this pretty? All in pink. This is using the Clematis Flower Stamp and Die. It is gorgeous, and it's also using that beautiful star drop background as well. So you can see how the spring foliage works so well again behind those flowers, and these flowers have been stamped and embossed onto our azalea pearl paper, and then the top layer has been done with some heat resistant acetate. So you can see how pretty that looks. I love this card from Glynos. It is amazing, using a beautiful rainbow in the background. I think it's so appropriate at the moment. It is so, so pretty, and she's used that fabulous clematis flower in the corner there and that beautiful happy birthday. Doesn't that really make that card pop? It is absolutely stunning. Let me have a little root through this pile. So many cards, so many cards. Okay, this one. This is one that I did. This is a rare one with that beautiful watercolour paper pad. So this is using the fabulous clematis flowers, and all I've done, dead easy this card. I've done 2 layers. So the first layer, I've done that onto the pattern paper, and then the second layer I've done on heat resistant acetate, and I've added a little bit of that blueberry sorbet glitter onto there. But you can see how gorgeous that then looks. And just see there's a few comments coming in. I will go through and reply to them, but there are so many. Claire's asking, when can we buy please? They are all on the website now, Claire. Hop on over, chloescreativecards.co.uk. You can pre-order all of these stamps and dies for dispatch from the 11th of May. Okay. Yes, I'm very confused with the dates at the moment. It's very confusing. Okay, so we've got that beautiful happy birthday die in the middle as well. But you can see how fabulous this all looks. Using that foliage in the background really kind of bulks it out and gives it a different look. But that watercolour paper pad, oh my word, I would just be adding that into your basket. It is just, oh, divine. Then this is a card that Glynos has done again. Glynos, I'm not sure. I think it might go this way. Okay, so this is a 10x7 card. So she's used that beautiful geometric background, and then she's used the clematis flowers in the middle as well. And I'm going to show you about that clematis flower die as well, because it's awesome, because we've done it so it cuts perfectly to the middle. And see, Shani's asking, will they be on CNC? They will at some point this year, but at the moment we don't have a date for that, obviously, with the current situation that we are in. And then this is another, look at this for a card from Glynos. Isn't it amazing? So what she's done is she's used our Onyx Black Pearl card, and then she's used our Flowerburst Elements background stamp. And doesn't that look incredible? Using all of those different colours of the wow powders, and then popping that clematis flower on the side with the spring foliage. It just works so, so well. And then let me have a little look. I'm gonna grab some more cards. Honestly, it's just like so many cards. I can't even fit them all in my craft room. Right, okay, I'm gonna grab a couple with the background and those flower burst elements. Okay, so this, I think this could be a man's card, dare I say it. Okay, I made this one, so it's still got a little bit of bling on, and I did add the bow on afterwards, but you know. So using that beautiful star drop background stamp and then popping the happy birthday in the middle as well, you can see how well this all works together. And then this is the one from Ruth, and I love what Ruth has done here. She's used that beautiful geometric background stamp, and then she shaded the cube, so it gives it like a 3D effect. How cool does that look? Then this one's with the flower burst elements as well. This is from Ruth, and I love what she's done here. So she's actually stamped them onto heat resistant acetate and then popped some glitter on the top as well. So it gives them like this amazing 3-dimensional finish. And then that happy birthday die on there as well, and those flower burst elements in the background really bring it all together. And then this one, this is from Barbara, and I love it. So what she's done is she's used all different colours of wow embossing powders onto that flower burst element stamp. And then she's added some jewels on and added that beautiful happy birthday into the middle as well. So you can see how well that all works together. Okay, and then we've got a few more here using the clematis. So I actually teased this one on Facebook yesterday and you all loved it. There will be a tutorial coming very soon as well for this one. I had some more cards actually for the ones that I've filmed tutorials with. Oh, I've just spotted them. 2 seconds, I'm going on a mission, reaching across my craft room here. I knew I was missing some card samples. I've buried them over here. Okay, so this is this one using the Clematis Flower. Again, I've got a tutorial ready to film for that one. I'm going to try and film that tomorrow. Oh, I've been on it with YouTube this week, doing so much. Okay, and then this one, this is a tutorial that is on YouTube as well. A little gatefold card using the Clematis flowers and also using that spring foliage as well in the background. But look at this, the geometric background. Okay, stamp and emboss it in white on your pearl card, then go in with your dry as clear glue, infill the squares and cover it in Crystalina glitter. It just looks fabulous. You can create your own backgrounds. It looks gorgeous. And then this one, do you know what? I actually loved how this card turned out. I was really happy with this one. So what I've done is I've used the flower burst elements in the background, okay, and I've randomly stamped them. Again, this is a YouTube. It is up there now, or it'll be going onto the page in the next couple of days as well. And I've used the little Rosemale flowers and then just popped them in the middle of the flower burst. And doesn't that look really cute? Then I've just added a banner from the Just For You. This is from one of our sentiment sets. And I've added some jewels and some sequins into the background as well. Okay, and then this is another one. This is Barbara's. So she's used that beautiful clematis flower down the side and she's used that star drop background, which looks gorgeous. And to me that background is just crying out for some jewels and some glitter. It is gorgeous. And then she's used that happy birthday and she's stamped and embossed it and then used the die over the top on that one. Then this one is from Barbara again, and she's used the beautiful flowers down the middle. She's put a little bit of that tutti frutti glitter on that we launched last month? March we launched that one. And then we've got the background on there. We've got the beautiful spring foliage as well. But look how the little berry branches look if you put some coloured glitter on them. They look like little flower buds, which looks so pretty. And then this one, this is one of Glynos's and it's gorgeous. So you can see how she's used the geometric background in the background here, and then she's infilled some of the squares and covered it in sparklicious glitter. This looks like Dulce Gillette glitter to me. I'm right, Glynos always puts it on the back. So that's Dulce Gillette glitter just to infill some of the squares, and then she's used that beautiful happy birthday die. But you can see how that really pops on the mirror card, and she's triple embossed the happy birthday on the top, so it really is like nice and 3D. And then we've got the beautiful flower in the corner, but don't they look nice in those metallic colours as well? I really like that card. Okay, I'm going to move these out of the way. I'm going to pop you some more inspiration up while I just get ready. So you can see there how we've got all of those beautiful different cards that you can be creating. Loads of these will be going up on the blog, and of course you can shop all of the collections on the website, which is chloescreativecards.co.uk. Okay, we have got so many different ideas to be sharing with you using this range. So again, like I say, we've done loads of YouTube videos with these ones, and we are of course going to be filming so many more as well, and I'm sure we will have a stamp along using these products in the not too distant future too. Okay then, so just getting ready here. I'm going to do a little bit of demonstrating for you. I've never done this live on a Facebook like this one. So yes, very exciting. I'm going to put the screen in actually for the paper pad, because the paper pad is absolutely gorgeous. You can see all the different colours that you've got in there. You've got the watercolor washes, you've got the pinks, the blues, the greens. Carol's asking, I've just seen a quick question there, how do you triple emboss? To triple emboss, it is so easy. All that you need to do is go onto, is just cover your die cut image with your clear embossing ink pad, sprinkle your embossing powder over, and you do that 3 times. Just keep repeating the process, heating it each time, and that's your triple embossing. So that is another way to use your embossing powders. Okay, right, I'm going to be back with you now. I am ready. So I'm basically crafting a little bit on the hoof here, so I've prepped a little bit, but we're just going to kind of make this card up as we go along. So I'm sure I'll be asking for your opinion on Facebook as to what you think I should do next. But I really wanted to show you this gorgeous geometric background stamp. Okay, it is a beast of an image. This is our XL Stamp and Stash block. and it fills it. So it's just under, let me just, I think I've got a grid on this mat, just under 8 inches in size. So it is a really nice large image. It is fabulous, but it's going to be great for creating your backgrounds and for your resist techniques with your ink pads. Incredible. Okay, so we're going to get started. So I'll just flip the camera around so you can see what I'm doing. That always does help. I'm going to turn my mat over because I've got bits of glue and everything on that side, so we'll flip that over and work on the back. Okay, going to use an anti-static bag to start with. We're going to give our card a little dust over with that. So I'm working on our crystal white pearl card, okay, and then we are going to grab in a clear embossing ink pad. So I am using the Wow clear embossing ink pad. Love this ink pad. It's a really nice sticky ink, so it's going to hold all of your embossing powder really nicely in place. It is out of stock actually on the website at the moment, I should say that, little disclaimer there, but we will hopefully have it back in very soon. Okay, so I'm going to ink up my stamp. So lots and lots of tapping all over the image, like so. You want to make sure you get plenty of ink on here. So I'm just working my way along, like so, inking this up. You can see how we are just covering that stamp with the ink. Okay, we are going to pop this onto here. I'm going to place this down and we're going to press. Okay, so we're going to place this down across the bottom. Now for this card, I think I might just do a little panel across the bottom, you know. I've got another card prep, so I will show you how to line the backgrounds up. But for this particular one, I'm just going to leave it like half-y-half because I quite like that look. Okay, so I'm going to press down. So you want firm, even pressure all over the stamp. Then you're going to lift that off. Okay, and we are going to use, I'm going to use opaque bright white Superfine as the embossing powder on this one. I'm just going to grab in some scrap paper and grabbing our embossing powder. So this is Wow opaque bright white Superfine. I was going to use white pearl actually. Do you know what? I'm going to change it up. I'm going to use white pearl. Being indecisive tonight. So this is white pearl Superfine embossing powder. So you will see how you can sprinkle this over. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Okay. It's going to be such a useful stamp to use all year round. But you know, when you look at this from different angles, I can kind of, the way I'm looking at it there, I can kind of see stars in the background as well. So I think that would be really pretty. Sometimes I see cubes, but I think this is nice for men's cards as well because it's quite masculine. Okay then, so we're going to pop that back into the jar. I've just seen a question come in there from Denise. Do you sell the re-inker for the Wow Clear pad? We do, but it's out of stock at the moment. I do believe we've got them on order. Okay, so I'm going to grab my heat gun now. Got so much stuff everywhere down here. My craft room isn't the biggest room, so I've kind of just buried everything. Okay, I'm going to heat this up. So I've got my heat gun here. I'm going to hold my heat gun still until I see that embossing powder start to melt and change. Then I'm going to move my heat gun over the image so you can see how that powder is starting to melt. Okay, and you can see how pretty this is then looking in the background. Now again, these are going to be quite quick demos. I'm hoping you can hear me over the heat gun. I'm not sure. These are going to be quite quick demos tonight on the Facebook Live, but we've got really in-depth, like I'm talking they're an hour, some of these tutorials. And they're up on YouTube at the moment, but we'll be putting them on the page as well over the next few days. So you can see there how we've got that beautiful pearlescent background. You can just see that against the white card. I'm really challenging myself here, aren't I, with this camera. I should have done it in a colour, and I've missed a bit up there. Just blast that with the heat gun. There we go. That's all nice and heated now. So you can see how we've got that beautiful background going on there. And it just adds a little bit of texture onto your card as well. So we're going to pop that to one side, and I'm going to take in this paper pad because I love it so much. It is just a gorgeous paper pad. And I'm going to pick out one of the designs. So I'm going to go, this is the one that I've used for the flowers actually, on this particular sample, this one. Look at it, isn't it gorgeous? She's got all the different colours here as well. Louise is just asking what's the difference between white Superfine and pearl Superfine. So the white Superfine is just a plain bright white. The white pearl has like a pearlescent finish, but it's translucent, so it shows the colour from underneath. Okay, So this is the paper I'm going to use to stamp my flowers on. So I'm going to take that out of the paper pad. I love that noise as well when you tear the papers out of the paper pad. It just sounds really nice, doesn't it? So what we're going to do now is we're going to grab in our Rosemale Flower Stamp and Die. I'm just going to grab mine from out my box over here. Okay, so I've got mine all ready. Look, mine's very well used. So I'll bring this in again to show you, because this makes perfect sense how we've got these to make it easier for you to line them up. So can you see on the stamp here, there, can you see how there's that extra little notch of polymer? So what that means is when we stamp this down, we're going to stamp that with that little notch facing upwards. Okay, again, I've done full YouTube videos to explain all of this to you. So what I do is I take my anti-static bag to start with, give my paper a little dust over, okay? And what's so cool about using clear stamps as well with these beautiful papers is we can ink up our stamp and then decide whereabouts on the paper we want to place it. So if we want it to be more pink, we can stamp it more at this side. If we want it to be more yellow here or more blue up the top. So I'm going to take my clear embossing ink pad here, okay? Again, that Wow embossing ink pad is the one that I use all the time. And I'm going to ink up my stamp. So lots and lots of tapping all over the image. When I stamp this down, I'm going to stamp it so that little notch is facing upwards. So I'm going to stamp mine here. So it's going to be like a nice bluey pink mix. Then what I tend to do, if I'm stamping a lot, is I would go in with a pencil next to it and just put a little upwards arrow. So then I know that's the way that stamps the notch. Okay. Then I'm going to take my opaque bright white Superfine embossing powder. And I'm going to sprinkle that over. I'm hoping that my ink hasn't dried there. You know, it hasn't. You can see how we've got that lovely stamped image. But look at the detail that we've got in this stamp as well. It is gorgeous, isn't it? So we're going to heat this up now. I'm going to pop the lid back on the embossing powder. We don't want to be spilling that. Definitely not. Okay, and then we're going to grab our heat gun in. And heat that up. Like so you can see how beautiful these look on these watercolour paper pads. Honestly, anything at all that you go on for, I would add this paper pad into your basket. So we're going to take our die, and on the die, can you see how it's got a little notch out the metal at the top there? So that's not impacting on the cut line, it's only impacting on the outer metal. So what we're then going to do is place this over the top of the stamp, like so, of our stamped image. And the way that we've designed these as well, you can emboss them first too. Okay, to make it a little bit easier for you when you're die cutting, because we've put the cut line slightly away from the embossed edge. I'm going to pop that down onto here, tape that into place. Helps if you tape it and don't move it, I have to say. So then we'll take this one down here. Okay, and then what I tend to do is I would roughly cut that out, because I'm using my Gemini Junior, which I've just got behind me. So I'll put in some flowers for you to look at, so there's something pretty on the screen while I just die cut this out. Okay. Of course, these new stamps and dies are all available right now on the Chloe's Creative Cards website. So I'm just going to run this through my Gemini Junior. So I'm just using my plate combination of your clear base plate, your plastic shim, your magnetic shim, your die with your paper cut side up, and your cutting plate on the top. I'm not going to show you my cutting plates because they're an absolute disgrace. They're like ski slopes. Okay, so I'll run that through the machine. And then we'll hopefully not throw the die out at the same time when we take the plates out. Here we go. So then when we push that out, you can see how we've got that perfectly stamped and die cut image. Okay, ready to go. So easy to do. So what we're going to do now is I've got some that I've already prepped this afternoon. So I did Foliage, okay, like so, and all I've done is taken my PVA glue, which I've got here. So the Art Glitter Dries Clear PVA glue. Literally just drag a little bit of glue on the edge and then dunk it into Razzle Dazzle glitter, which we've got back in stock as well. So what we're going to do now is to shape these, we're going to use a pair of tweezers, okay? Now they need to be straight tweezers. They can't be the ones with the angled tips because it doesn't work, okay? They need to be straight edge tweezers. And what we're going to do is pop our tweezers down the middle of the flower, like so. Again, we've got full YouTubes going up on this, so if I'm going a little bit quick, don't worry. And then we're going to twist the petal. So what we're doing is like putting a little twist down the middle of the paper. Okay, and if you tear your paper a little bit at the base, I honestly wouldn't worry about it. When you stick it together, it'll look fine. So you can see how that then adds that dimension to the petal. So we'll do this on all of the flowers, like so. But honestly, this paper pad, when you see the flowers made up, they just look incredible. Okay, so we'll work round. I am going a little bit quick because I want to try and get another demonstration in for you all as well and show you some more finished samples. So yes, it's going to be an action-packed Facebook Live tonight. Can't believe we've been live for 40 minutes already. It's gone so quick, hasn't it? So you can see how we're then starting to shape the petals. So we'll do this on all of the flowers, like so. Okay, again, if you hop over to the website chloescreativecards.co.uk, you will be able to see the full new range of products, and when we finish this live video as well, I will post it onto the page and I will also post it onto YouTube as well, so it'll be there forever. Okay, so what we're going to do now is start and layer these flowers up to create flowers like this one. Like, how pretty is that? But you can see how that watercolour paper pad is doing all of the special effect for you in the background. It is so, so pretty. Okay, and then when you get that glitter, when it catches the light, oh, it just looks gorgeous. So what we're going to do now is we're going to layer these up. So I'm going to use a little bit of, I'm just going to use dry as clear glue to do this. Blob of glue into the middle. And then you can kind of decide which way, how you want your flowers to layer and how you want them to look. So these are like really pretty. And we're just going to pop this onto here, like so. I'm going to do the next one. And again, there are full YouTube tutorials showing you exactly how to do all of this. And I know there's at least 4 projects going up on the blog that are with videos and step-by-steps, and I am filming more. Okay, so that's onto there. And then we're going to pop this yellow one into the middle. So what I do with the middle one is I pull the petals towards me like that, okay, and then it like creates a little bud at the base. But you can see how nice and robust these papers are as well, because I'm being quite rough with them when I'm shaping them, and they are absolutely fine. Okay, so when we stick that down, you can see, I'm just going to hold that just for a second with my tweezers before I kind of hold it up to show you. You just give that a couple of seconds just to grab, okay, and then look at that. Doesn't that look so, so pretty and so dimensional? But like, seriously, would you think you could make that from that Stamp and Die? There is so much that you can do with these. Okay then, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start and build a card up. So again, I've got most of this pre-prepped, but I am kind of winging it a little bit. Okay, so what we did is I've taken an 7x7 card blank, okay, and I've taken that beautiful watercolour wash paper. Now what I'd have done if I'd had a little bit more time is I'd have gutted the centre out with a die. Unfortunately, I didn't quite have I didn't have quite enough time to do that. So what I'm going to do is pop a little bit of glue on the back. And again, you can see these papers are so pretty. You've got all the different colours in here, but I was really specific about the colours because they had to be like quite vibrant pastels. I didn't want them to look too washed out, do you know what I mean? So what we're going to do now is just mat this onto a piece of white card. And this has just got a very, very fine border around the edge. Okay, and I've just glittered that with some Crystallina glitter. I've put some foam pads onto the back. And just take the backs off of those. Okay, and then we're going to pop this down onto our card blank, like so. And then we're going to take another piece of white card, and again I've just glittered around the edge using our Crystallina glitter and a chisel tip glue pen. Again, there's full tutorials for all of this on YouTube, so you don't have to worry. These are just some quick demos to give you a few ideas of what you can do when you get these home. I've got another piece of white card that I'm just going to pop in the middle. And this is just to keep it kind of quite a clean and simple looking card. Okay, go in there, stick that down. And then I'm going to take my background out and just see that I've missed a tiny bit of embossing powder. So I'm just going to heat that up with my heat gun. Like so, and then we're going to pop this onto our card here. I'm just going to stick that on with some foam pads, so just let me grab some more of those. I haven't got any on my desk, just grab those. Okay, we'll pop a few of these onto here. This is me meant to be quick and putting a million foam pads onto the back, but you know I don't want this card dropping to bits. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to just take the backs off of these again. Nice and quick and easy. And then position that down into here. What I would do as well actually is I'd go in with some little pearls. I wonder if I've got some. Let me just have a little look in my drawers over here. Some of their tiny ones. And what you could do, we'll put the flowers on first and we'll stick some pearls on. So then we've got our flowers. So I've made a large one and a medium one. And then I've made two small ones as well. And I was going to just arrange them on my card like, do you know what, I think 3 might be enough. Like this. Okay, so you can see how that's starting to come together. Then I've got a little plaque that I was going to put a sentiment on with. So I was may everything that makes you happy be yours today and always. I'm going to stick that in the top corner. On at an angle. Okay, and that's going to go onto there. I'm going to stick these flowers on. I'm going to do that with some 3D glue gel. So we'll put a bit of glue gel here. There, a bit on there. Okay, and then I'm going to use some foliage. So I've done this new spring foliage and I've stamped and embossed it onto some heat resistant acetate just using white embossing powder. I'm going to snip the ends off and then tuck these in behind the flowers like so. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more in the heat. You can tell I'm concentrating now. I've gone so quiet, haven't I? So push a little bit of foliage in there, I think, in that little gap. Okay, so you can see how nicely this is all starting to come together now. And then, right, this is a really cool technique. So the little berries that you get in the spring foliage set are such a beautiful stamp. So what I've done is I've stamped and embossed them onto some white card. Okay, and then I've gone in onto the ends of the dots and I've just popped a little bit of dry clear PVA glue and then I've sprinkled it with our unicorn sparkle glitter. Okay, if you are going for the spring foliage stamp, pop the unicorn sparkle glitter in your basket as well. You will honestly not regret it. It is an absolutely gorgeous colour and it works so well for adding a little bit of texture onto here. So we're going to stick some of these in. I'm just going to randomly dot these behind the flowers. Like so. Okay, so we'll dot these in here. And then put another one in there maybe. Let's go for it. Okay, so you can see how pretty that's starting to look now when that's coming together. And then we are going to take our little jewels, and what I've done is taken some yellow little rhinestones and I've just put a little bit of razzle dazzle glitter over the top. I'm going to stick these into the middle just to add little centres into the flowers. Okay, so we're going to just build these up. You would have to make a box for this card. I tend to use just my scoreboard. Just make your card 2 inches bigger and score it 1 inch. Okay, some little jewels into the middle of the flowers here. Oh, I was going to put some little dots of glue in the middle as well. I'll have to do that later when it's dry. Okay, so you can see that would then be your beautiful finished card. Okay, but you can see how quickly that's then come together. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just pop you some inspiration up. If you want to give us a follow as well, of course you can do. We're on Facebook, Chloe's Creative Cards. We're on Instagram, again, Chloe's Creative Cards. Pinterest, guess what it is? Chloe's Creative Cards. YouTube, where all these fabulous videos are up as well, using all of the new stamps. If you want to see a little bit more of an in-depth look at some of the techniques and things, please do hop over to YouTube and have a look on there. Okay, and of course you can check out our blog and check out our website as well, which is chloescreativecards.co.uk. I'll just pop you some images in of some of the offers that we've got on the website too. So if you buy the complete bundle of all of the new items, you are going to save 23% by buying the bundle. Alternatively, we've done some smaller bundles as well. So we've done the background stamps as a bundle, and we've also done, and that includes that happy birthday stamp and die too, which is incredible. And then we've done a bundle as well of the flowers, because we all know how much you love to create your paper flowers, so we had to do a bundle of those. Okay, so that includes your 2 flower stamps and dies. It also includes your spring foliage and your happy birthday sentiments as well. Okay then, so I'm back and ready to go. So we're going to make a card now, and we're going to be using the beautiful Clematis Flower stamp and die. Now the lining up concept with these is exactly the same as what I just showed you with the Rosemale. So again, these stamps have got that little extra notch of polymer at the top. Let me just grab in my stamp here to show you. Okay, this is my well used set. So you can see how on the stamps you've got that extra little notch of polymer at the top. You've then got that little notch missing out of the metal die, so when you stamp that down, pop your die over the top, they're going to line up perfectly. And what I want to explain to you as well about this die is we have actually designed it so it cuts right to the centre of the flower, and that is so important, because we could have just done this as an outline die, but you know, we like to do things differently. So what that means is when it cuts right into the middle, when you come to shape your flowers, it makes it so much easier because the hard work's done for you. So what I've done is I'm a little bit conscious of time, so I'm not going to do any stamping and embossing with the flowers. Again, there's full tutorials on YouTube showing you exactly how to do that. So I'm going to just hop straight ahead and start to shape them. So what I've done is I've stamped and embossed my flowers onto our rose quartz pearl paper. I've just embossed them in the opaque bright white Superfine embossing powder again, and then I popped the die over the top and die cut them out. But if I flip that around, you can see what I mean about the die cut into the middle. So then, when you come to shape these, it just makes it an absolute breeze. So you can just whiz round, shaping these. Again, there's full videos going up to show you exactly how to shape the flowers. So that's the first one. The next one, I'm just curling it between my finger and thumb, like so. And then I'm going to do exactly the same on the third layer. So I tend to stick my flowers together in layers of 3. Okay, and then you can really pull all of these petals up towards the centre to give it a little bit more dimension and depth. So you can pull these ones in. Okay, and then we're going to just layer these together. So we've got our lovely base layer here. Then we're going to pop our next one on the top, a little bit of 3D glue gel. Just building this up. And then one more under the top of there as well. Okay, so you can see how beautifully those flowers come together just by layering those 3 layers, and how much depth and dimension you can get onto these. Okay, this one is the Clematis Flower for Kerry, who's asking. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to line up our fabulous new background stamps, because I am obsessed with them. They are fabulous. So I'm going to use the Flower Burst background, which again, this is a big DL size stamp. So what you would do is you're going to need to get a big acrylic block. So we have the extra large Stamp and Stash blocks on the website. So if you don't think you've got one, I would definitely be adding one of those into your basket. Okay, I've got a piece of our gorgeous rose quartz pearl card, which is that lovely kind of pale pink colour, really pretty. Again, this is all on the website, and we've got tutorials and everything going up. It's all going to be happening this week on the website actually. If you haven't done so already, hop over, make sure you sign up to our newsletter, and then you won't miss a thing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our stamp, I'm going to ink it up. I can see there's a bit of glitter on here. Honestly, I am such a messy crafter. So lots of, I was going to say light tapping, but I feel like it's going to sound really loud the way I'm inking this up. So lots of tapping all over the image. so. Okay, and then we're going to place this down onto our card. Do you know why I always do that with square card? I always turn it round and it's not really going to make any difference, is it? Okay, so I'm stamping a little bit off the page. I'm going to stamp my first one down here, and then we want firm even pressure all over the stamp, like so. This is a nice large image too. I'm going to take in my scrap paper again, and I'm just going to use opaque bright white Superfine to ink this, to heat this one up. So we'll sprinkle that over. This is just a plain white embossing powder, but look at the detail in that stamp. It is just incredible. You can create your own patterned papers with these. Like, how cool is that? So we're going to push this back into the jar, like so. And then we're going to heat that one up. Okay, so just use my heat gun again. I'm going to hold my heat gun still, and as soon as I see that powder, can you see it going to a bright white? As soon as I see that change, I'm moving my heat gun straight over the image. Okay, so that's that side heated up there. Okay, so you can see how beautiful this is. And see, Janice is asking, could you use a Gemini cutting plate as a stamping block for large stamps? If it's a brand new one, yes. If you've used it and it's bent, no. You're going to need it. You're going to need something completely flat as a surface. I would highly recommend the Stamp and Stash acrylic blocks, because they're a really thin acrylic, so when you come to stamp with them, they actually flex. So for me, since I've kind of had a problem with my back and my shoulder, I struggle with the pressure in my hands and things, and they really help, because you don't need too much pressure. You just need kind of your fingertips, because they're closer to the stamp. Okay then, so I'm going to ink up my stamp again. So I'm re-inking. I'm sorry, I know I've got a dog barking every time I stamp. I'm so sorry. The comment's just gone off the page. Okay, so we're going to just ink this up. So lots of tapping all over the stamp. And then we're going to place this down onto our card blank. I've just smudged that with my finger. Okay, and then we're going to press this down. So we're going to line this up with the flower burst. Did I dust that there? I don't know that I did. We'll give it another dust. Never dust it too much. Okay, so I'm going to pop this down here. So what we're going to do is just line it up like so. Some kind of, you maybe want them overlapping a little bit, maybe not too much. Okay, so I'm just looking through my stamp and lining this up, but it is so easy to do. You honestly can't go wrong with lining this stamp up. Okay, so we're going to lift that off, sorry, and then we're going to pop our embossing powder over the top. So we'll use our opaque bright white Superfine again. We're going to sprinkle that over, and then we're going to tap off the excess. And can you see how perfectly I've lined that background up? So it's just like a complete image, and you could keep going. You could do a background as large as you wanted with these stamps. They're going to work absolutely perfectly. They've been designed to all link up and work perfectly together. So I'm going to pop that back into the jar there now. Okay, and then we're going to heat up our other piece of embossing here. So use our heat gun. We're going to hold that heat gun still, and as soon as you see that powder start to melt and change, we're just moving the heat gun over the image like so. Got a bit of a fingerprint on there, never mind. There. I'm working at a little bit of a weird angle, because sometimes it's a little bit hard for me to see when the powders change. But you can see there how we've created that beautiful full background. But doesn't it look so pretty? Okay, so I'm going to pop this onto my base card, and see there's a few questions about the stamp. It's about DL in size. Did we put the size on the back of the packaging? I don't think we did. No. Hop over the website, chloescreativecards.co.uk, and it'll tell you what size the stamps are. They're about DL, just under DL, I would say. So I've got my base card here. Again, I'm just doing a 7x7 card, just so it's a little bit quicker than an 8x8. Okay, I'm going to peel the backs off my foam pads. And again, this is that rose quartz pearl card, and I've just edged around with a little bit of crystalline glitter. I'm going to pop that onto the card. We've got the chisel tip glue pen back in stock on the website now as well, which is great because they've been out of stock for ages. The one that I've been using's been like so dry. But luckily we've got them back in now. So we'll pop a piece of white card onto here. Again, I've just edged round with some crystalline glitter. And then, oh, Margaret's asking, is this a new stamp? Yes, they're all brand new stamps tonight that I'm showing you. Okay, so we're going to pop this into place on our card blank using some foam pads. So just grab a few of those in. I'm going to have to go and get some more foam pads, aren't I? I've used them all. Ooh, I'm terrible for this. I do like a few foam pads on my cards though. Okay, so we're going to pop this onto here. Few foam pads. We'll just whip the backs off. Okay. And then that's going to go onto there, like so. So you can see how that's all starting to come together nicely. Do you know what? If you wanted to, you could just put that happy birthday die in the middle of there. Die cut it out and this would look a beautiful card. But what I've done is I've taken a little flag die that I had in my craft box, and I've stamped and embossed one of those lovely birthday sentiments onto there. So it says, hope lots of lovely surprises are coming your way to make your birthday a fabulous day. And I've embossed that in silver, so you can see that on there. But look at the detail in these stamps. They are absolutely beautiful. Okay then. So I'm going to take the backs off my foam pads that I've got on here. I'm going to stick that down, like so, and then we're going to bring in our flowers. So I've got that lovely clematis flower that we made earlier, and I've made two of the, I don't know if this is the medium or the small one, I think it might be the medium size. I've made two of those. Again, I'm going to stick those onto here. Okay, and we're going to, do you know what, I think I'm going to give away the cards that I've made in this Facebook Live. Let's do a giveaway. So if you've left a comment on the Facebook Live, you could be in with a chance of winning a card. We'll pick a winner at random at the end. We'll have two winners because we've made two cards. Okay? So if you haven't done so already, leave a comment and you could be in with the chance of winning a card. Okay, so I've layered up my flowers there and positioned them onto my card. And then I've taken some of that spring foliage and I've stamped and embossed it onto heat resistant acetate. Again, I know I'm going really quickly in tonight's Facebook Live, but there are some really in-depth demos on YouTube, okay? So we're not leaving you on your own, we're holding your hand and teaching you exactly how to use all of these stamps and dies. So I'm going to pop a little bit of 3D glue gel on the back and then just tuck these in behind my flowers. And I think foliage makes such a massive difference to your projects, like seriously. It really does kind of bring it all together. And then I'm going to see if I've got some little jewels. I've got some here, I'm just worried in case all my stuff comes falling down. Let me just have a little look. Go with that size, I think. Okay, so we're going to stick some jewels onto here. Oh, I can see some questions about foam. I've never done that. I haven't cut them out of foam. I can't see why not. They're the same depth as standard metal dies, so yes. They should die cut from foam. So I'm going to just layer some of these little jewels into the middle because it's crying out, isn't it? Just for some little self-adhesive jewels in the middle of those flower bursts. You can see how this it all just comes perfectly together, doesn't it? So we can just work round adding these in. Okay, of course you could use some like little pink gemstones, they would have been nice, but I just had these ones to hand. So just use these. So we'll flip that round, we'll pop some more at the other side. What I do quite like to do as well actually, if I had a little bit more time, is if you do some like larger ones at the top and then cascading down to smaller ones, it works really nicely. Okay, so you can just add your little jewels into the middle. And I'm going to add some into the corner. I feel dead impressed I've managed to show you 2 demonstrations and loads of cards. I'm going to show you some more cards in a moment as well. I'll give you a little recap of all the new goodies too, because I know that lots of you have just joined us. Okay, so pop that onto there. So you can see how that's coming together. Again, I'm obsessed with creating these little berry sprays from the new Spring Foliage stamp collection. So I've stamped and embossed those onto heat resistant acetate in white again, and then we've popped a little bit of unicorn sparkle glitter onto there. Honestly, that unicorn sparkle glitter, if you're going for the foliage, please add that into your basket. It just works incredible. Okay, so I'm going to pop this into here. And see that lots of you are leaving comments and I'm not doing a very good job at answering them all. So what I'll do is after this live I'm going to have some tea and then I will sit and answer some of your comments. Okay, so I will, give me a day or two, I will get back to you, don't worry. So I'm going to just tuck our foliage in behind the flowers like so. I'm going to leave that there. That needs some jewels or something in the middle of the flowers as well. Do you know whether I've got any to hand in my craft room? Let's have a look. I've got some pink jewels. They would work, wouldn't they? Right, we'll put a pink jewel in the middle of there. I would have preferred pearls, but we'll go with these. These are little like rhinestone clusters. We did actually used to sell these. We need to get some more bling on the website, don't we? Definitely we do. We've got some awesome value bling bags on at the moment though for half price. They are incredible. Okay, so you can see how beautifully that has all come together. Okay, so that is the project that I've just finished and just made. And then this was the one that we made a little bit earlier using the lovely watercolour paper pad. So that one's your Rosemale Flower. And this one is the Clematis Flower, and I've used the flower burst background on the back of here. What I'll do after we've finished the live, it might not go until tomorrow now, I will photograph the cards and pop them onto the page and let you know what I've used as well. Okay, so I'm going to just pop a couple of screens in just so I can have a couple of minutes to tidy up. So of course this is the full new collection. If you want to order the full collection on pre-order, you can do. You can hop over to chloescreativecards.co.uk and there is an amazing bundle on there where you can save 23% off the individual price. Okay, we were going to say over 20, but then we thought we'll give you exact numbers, 23%. Okay. So yes, you can hop over onto the website. They're all available individually as well. We've done some different bundles as well using the background stamps. Okay, and they are incredible. You also get the happy birthday die in with that one too. And we've also done another bundle with the flowers, and this is because this is what everybody's been asking for. Okay, everybody has been asking us to do bundles on the website, so we have actually started to do them. This is the first time, but again, if you want to buy anything individually, you can do as well. So all of these items are available at pre-order now on chloescreativecards.co.uk, and they will start to dispatch out to you from the 11th of May. Obviously, if we can get them out to you any sooner, we will do. And see, there's quite a few people in the US asking about US shipping. So basically, if you would like to kind of reserve the stock, we've got plenty of stock for you. Don't worry, we've reserved some for international customers, so you are not going to miss out. But if you would like to reserve your order until we can start to ship internationally again, if you just send an email, info@chloescreativecards.co.uk, and we'll create an invoice and then we'll get back to you when we're ready to ship it. I can't give you a date at the moment, so I don't feel it's fair for you to kind of pay for them when we're not quite sure when they're going to ship. So please do, if you just send an email to info@, and then we'll get back in touch with you with all the details and everything. Okay then, so is everyone loving this Facebook Live? It is 7:45 now, so I've got about another 10-15 minutes to go. So I'll show you a few more finished samples. Should I show you the new products actually for people just joining us? That would probably make more sense, wouldn't it? So we've got fabulous new stamps and dies. We've got the beautiful new background stamps. I'm just kind of getting them arranged on my desk here. I've lost one already. I've lost the geometric one, there it is. Okay, so if I flip the camera around here, there we go. Okay, you can see we've got the beautiful new background stamps. So we've got the stamps that are going to link up and create a full background. Again, full details of these are all on the website, chloescreativecards.co.uk. Okay, so that's this one. The next new items that we've got are those beautiful new flower stamps and dies, and these are incredible. Again, please do hop over onto YouTube because I've done so many demonstrations with these, and there are so many more going on there as well. And do you know what? I think we should do a stamp along with these new products as well, so I will get that organised and we'll get that sorted as well. And we've also got the beautiful new Happy Birthday Stamp and Die, and the stamps and dies are coming in their incredible new packaging, which is just so luxurious and gorgeous. Ross has worked so hard on this packaging, and it is just gorgeous. You've got the beautiful gold foiling on here, and we have got the lovely, all the detail on there, and then you've got the little pouch, so it makes it really easy for storing them as well. And then we've got 3 new stamps as well. So we've got the beautiful Happy Birthday sentiments, we've got the spring foliage, and we've got the flower burst elements as well. Okay, and then we have got, I'm going to grab some cards in to show you. So there's this card here that Becca's made using the beautiful, this one is with the Clematis Flower. Really pretty, all in yellow, so a little bit of different colours. I'm going to try and grab some of these cards from behind me as well, actually. I've got more cards, but honestly, all the cards are photographed, and they will be going up onto Pinterest as well and onto the website. So this one is using that beautiful Rosemale Flower, and you can see by shaping it in a different way, it gives you a totally different look. Then this is the one that Ruth made, and she's done that onto a shaped card blank. Really pretty. And then this is one of Ruth's, okay? Totally different colour combination, but doesn't that geometric background work so well? Then this one, this looks really pretty. This is one of Becca's, and can you see how she's used those flower burst elements in the background? And then she's used the stamps on the top for flowers, and she's used some of the foliage as well. And then let me have a little rummage over here, see what I can find at this side. See what I haven't shown you, because I've shown you loads of finished cards. Then this one is using that beautiful star drop background, really pretty, and then you can just see how that background lines up seamlessly across to create your own backing papers. Okay, and then, oh, there's a few here. Oh, these are nice. Got these ones. Okay, so these are some Glynos cards. This is a one that she's done. I need to move some of these cards out of the way. I've got my desk in such a mess. I tidied my craft room today as well. I was quite proud of myself. So this one is one of Glynos's, using the beautiful Rosemale Flower, and then using the foliage in the background. And then look at this in the same colour combination. I'm sure this is going up as a blog project as well, this particular one. But using those issue 6 papers that we brought out in March. And then this one is one of Barbara's, using the geometric background, but look at how she's added the little crystals just into the background there, and then added the happy birthday and added the spring foliage onto here. And then this one is another one of Barbara's, and she's stamped and embossed it onto some heat resistant, not heat resistant acetate, sorry, onto some vellum, and then she's added a little bit of glitter onto there and added the happy birthday. So you can see how beautifully these all work together. I will make sure that this video gets posted onto the page when we finish the live tonight, and there are loads of demos on YouTube, so I'm going to pop the little screen up. If you don't do so already, you can follow us on the following social media. So we're on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and YouTube, and of course you can hop over to the website and the blog. We've got all of the brand new goodies up on the website, and we've got some awesome bundles up there as well if you want to buy as bundles, or we do have them as individual items as well. And we've got the beautiful paper pad. So that is going to be the end of tonight's live. Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll be live soon. I'll definitely be live on Wednesday at 2 o'clock for the next stamp along. So I will see you all then if I don't see you before. But please do have a look on the website, chloescreativecards.co.uk, and check out the brand new collection today. And you can pre-order it all as well, which is amazing to keep your all crafting. So thank you so much, and I will see you all again very soon.